Hello everyone, I am Dr. Malika Dhawan. I did my graduation and my internship from SGRD Medical College, Amritsar, and I am being allotted Government Medical College, Amritsar, MD Medicine. So I recently posted in DAMS exclusive club regarding my success in the recent NEET 2020 and my gratitude towards the DAMS faculty. And so Dr. Sumer Sethi sir asked me to record a video message sharing my DAMS journey with everyone. And I feel really obliged and blessed to not only be sharing this journey with you, but also being a part of DAMS club and to be a part of DAMS family, because they have literally shaped my life in a completely different way. So I would say that DAMS is that turning stone in my life, that turning point in my life, and I could clearly see a person which was before DAMS, which was a little bit indisciplined, not too much into the field which I was there, and not too much engrossed regarding what I wanted in my life, what were the goals, and how I should pursue them. But once I joined DAMS, I attended the classes, I felt I felt mentored in the best ever way possible, because I became more disciplined. I learned how to schedule myself, how to monitor myself, how to be serious about my goals, what I wanted in life, and how to pursue them. So I would say that, in life sometimes there is something, some event, some institution, some people which leave much imprint on you. And I feel DAMS has done that to me. Matlab, I am a completely changed person. I see myself as being more disciplined now and more organized and more critical about what I want to do in my life and what are the goals and what further aspirations I have regarding the branch I have taken and regarding the goals I have set for myself. So here I want to speak about my DAMS journey, and I feel really thankful to DAMS family for giving me an opportunity of sharing this with you. So in 2019, I joined the regular batch, and as an intern, I joined there. So I feel that I was a little late, honestly, because I feel that if I had done it in fourth year or in third year, so I would have really brushed my MBBS final year subjects, and I would have got a little edge. But I believe that it's never, it's late then. It's better to be late than to be never. And so I reached the right destination, the right point to start with, but maybe a little late. So the first class I attended was of Dr. Deepak Arora sir. ENT class I attended, and I was little apprehensive because I was doing this with my internship duties, and definitely I had something in my mind, will I be able to cope up, will I be able to attend long hours of this duty, and plus because my college we have to go for the biometric attendance in the afternoon, so there was always a juggle you have to do in the afternoon. You have to go mark attendance, come back again, and that's almost 12 to 15 kilometers of travel you have to do whenever you come from the college to attend the class, because that's compulsory. I really thanks DAMS at that point, because usually the lunch break was adjusted in such a way that we only missed only of half an hour or 15 minutes of the topic mostly, because the most of us would go, most of the time the lunch break would occur at the time when we had to mark the attendance. So we would go mark the attendance, and when we came back the class would have just started, or we only missed 15 or 20 minutes. So like this, it was really helpful. So in Dr. Deepak Arora sir, when I attended the class, I had these all apprehensions that how I'm going to manage this all. But when I attended the class, all these apprehensions, all these tensions, all these fears were reduced to zero, because the class was really conceptual and it was exceptionally good. I never felt that teaching could also be done in such ways. In simple line diagrams, the complexities, it could be explained to the students. And a similar trend followed in further classes. So with every class which came the next week, I was learning the subject. Like Dr. Deepak sir class was followed by Dr. Tushar sir orthopedic class, which was too exceptional, really good. Then it was followed by the biochemistry class. Then it was which was also very nice. Then Dr. Sumer sir class radiology, which was mind blowing. Means it was too good. I didn't know anything about radiology before, but it was so good that I could intercept X-rays later on, CTs, basic, MRI. So in every class which followed, I learned the subject, but I learned also small things from these teachers which they used to share, some video message, some quotational post, or some strategic plans. See, I am from a non-medical background. So I had no one to mentor me, to tell me, okay, you should do like this, you should revise like this, you should, do subjects till this date. So I was completely doing it on my own. I was literally experimenting, and I didn't know what was going to be the result of this, or how I was going to, whether it was right or whether it was wrong, wrong decisions which were I taking, my strategy was right, or there was some fault in it, I didn't know. So when I attended the classes, I still remember there were small points that every faculty used to give every time they came for the class. Like Dr. Deepak said, he said that it doesn't matter how many revisions you do. You have to do 4. But the number of readings are more important. Like once Dr. Diksha Sikri ma'am, someone asked her that, okay, I'm not able to do 4 revisions. So she said very nice, I also remember that she said कि देखो अगर याद है तो 1 भी काफी है, और अगर याद नहीं है तो 10 भी कम है. So I really felt, okay, the quality is important than the quantity of times we are doing it. So I frankly am going to tell you, this is my honest, that I did only 2 revisions. Only 2 revisions, but my number of readings in each revisions were many. Like every time I picked up the subject, I made sure 4 to 5 times I go through it. I see everyone has their different, method of doing the subject. So I had this one, and I really like this concept of doing multiple readings, just readings, and not trying to mug up everything. Conceptualizing, understanding, and continuously reading it rather than to, memorize every time. It really helps. So then Dr. Tushar sir class, I learned that how cases, when you try to study a disease in the form of cases, it gets really simplified. Like orthopedics I did like this, then medicine I did like this, psychiatry I did like this, skin I did like this. And this really helps also to integrate basic sciences into your learning process. So integration of basic sciences with the clinical subjects and learning them as patients, learning them as cases, and not simply as a disease was really a motto I understood. Then Dr. Amit Jain sir, he once came and he said that, okay, so whatever subject you did last week, you revise some part of it in a slot, you keep it like 10 to 12 or 11 to 12, and just important points so that you don't start forgetting it. So I really liked that concept also, and I integrated it. And then Dr. Sumer sir class came and he said that, okay, motivation is not you're going to get every day. See, every day is going to be different. I was doing this with my internship. There were duties. Some days they were really, really productive. Some days were less productive, and some days were not at all productive. But I had a schedule, and I made sure I followed it, and I did. So every day I was not having a motivation that, okay, I will study. But because I had a schedule, I was disciplined. I just streamlined into it, and I had to study because I was, I've structured myself into that system. So Likewise, Dr. Shekhar, Siddharth Shekhar sir, he gave us the proper timetable for night students and for morning students, and he, kept motivating, okay, don't lose hope, keep doing it. Then I remember Sachin sir, he taught psychiatry in patient form, and he said, okay, you write things in Hindi also, because psychiatry is a subject where everyone is going to tell you stories and you write. So I made notes and I even wrote some things in Hindi, the examples. So that really helped me to recall when I studied again. And I learned one thing, that when you are not understanding a subject, a point, a disease, just try to convert it into your own language, simplify it, and I think it becomes, maybe you may not understand everything about it, but it becomes really easy thereafter. And then in pathology, Dr. Sanjeev sir, I know the class was in June, and he said, okay, so now 6 months have passed, and so now you should start, revising the basic subjects, so that by the time you reach October, you have grasped some of them. So that was very informative. So I started revising anatomy, physiology, part by part, like revising upper limb one day, revising GIT one day. So see, I had no one to, receive guidance. So DAMS was the one and the only one which mentored me. I could pick up things from the class, from the posts that were put, from the video messages that were shared, and I just integrated in my studies. So this was really, really helpful. Not only I could, complete my revision in a proper time, but also I could, got very disciplined regarding the subjects, regarding my regarding the subject I was doing. So I remember that in Amritsar batch we have a satellite class of Dr. Deepti ma'am. So the class, there were 8 classes in totality, and I attended all of them. And I remember that she used to teach in satellite class. She teaches slowly, so that everyone gets the concept. So it was very conceptual class. And from Deepti ma'am's class, whatever she taught, she just told us, okay, so I have taught you this, you just revise this before the next session, so that it's all brushed up. So from Deepti ma'am's class, I just learned how to study obs and gynae, how to because every time she used to first start with the anatomy, the basic physiology, and then shift on to the clinical picture. And this is how beautifully obs and gynae, I got understood. So for every subject I have studied, I would say I learned the subject. I was not, I had no focus that, okay, I have to complete this subject. Okay, so that was important. Okay, I understand that I had to complete the subject, I had to complete the syllabus. But the more of my concentration was to understand the basic concepts, the reasoning. And I will tell you guys one thing, that if you know the concept, the reasoning, besides some rectifications we have to do of the figures and the data, things do become easy. And I really, enjoyed this journey, because I was more into learning. I didn't took pressure till October, because the classes were going on. I was before every class I was excited. Okay, who will come, who will teach, what will be subject, what I'm going to learn. I had this responsibility of completing the subject before the next class, of doing MCQs, of managing my internship duty with it. It was hard. There were bumps, there were ups and downs, there were bumps, but still I enjoyed it, because I was learning in a very beautiful way, and I really enjoyed doing the subjects. And that is, I think, is what is the speciality of dance. It's concise, it's conceptual, it's to the point. I mean to say that if it's one line that's written in your copy, you can do 10 MCQs from that line if you understand it. So I don't think you need to know 10 things to do 10 MCQs. You just need to know a simple concept which was taught by DAMS family, which was taught by every faculty out there, and we could do 10 MCQs. I think in concise and conceptual manner, doing it doing doing it in this way gives you a lot of productivity. So I remember everyone in DAM said that, see, you have to do 100 things, okay, again and again and again, then doing 1,000 things one times. And this is also what I followed. I made concise notes. I added MCQs to these notes which I made, and at the end I had a copy which had the additional points, the class test points, the GT's points, and the MCQ's point. And I was revising only that and that again and again. So whatever I did for that evaluation of the subject, I did CT for it, and then GT for every month. But because it was an internship, so the comparative GTs I gave was less. But I made sure that whatever GT I gave, I just listened to the video, and that too in parts. Like I used to keep I used to have half an hour in the morning before putting my attendance in the college. There was some weird system that you have to report at 8:30, and the attendance and the duties will start at 9. So I had this half an hour, and I used to sit in my car, and I used to plug in the earphones, and I used to listen to the DBT videos, and I eat my breakfast, or like this. So like this, I listened to the GT videos, the important points which were there, I used to add them. So it took time to listen to a GT video over a period. It took time, but eventually, because I broke it into parts, it became easier for me. For the subjects which were very big also, I did the same to them. Like surgery, I broke it into parts. Medicine, you have to break it into parts. Then anatomy, physiology too, I broke it into parts so that I could revise again. So till October, mostly I did my first revision, and then I, completely, I had everything concised with me till then, and then I kept revising those subjects. DBT videos were too really helpful, because see, I have this, I memorize things more by listening. So I used to listen to mostly any video which was put on DAMS Club regarding some markers, some neurology video. There were integrated videos of anatomy with radiology, of medicine with radiology, or some specific anatomy, physiology, medicine videos were there, which I used to listen. And even the DVT videos, I listened again and again. And this all helped, there were I developed multiple ways of re-revising things. So I think that was how, I was able to get where I wanted to, because I had notes to revise from. I also made sure that I re-revised them in another slot I have kept. Then I revised some of the concepts via GTs, some via class test, some via videos which were put, some via DVT. So same things got re-revised by multiple sources, and they got reinforced. I think that is the main reason why I could, get what I wanted. So I just want to say that DAMS was really helpful, not only in the subjects I was learning, but because also mentoring, giving me a strategy. Whenever I asked, I used to text Siddharth sir regarding the PDF I was not getting, Dr. Saurabh sir regarding any question I was not able to do, and even medicine faculty regarding some doubts, even Anupama ma'am regarding physiology, and I got replied every time. And I used to ask them, and they used to reply me in a very nice, concise manner. And I still remember that just before the exam, there was 1.5 hours left before the exam, and I was revising neoplasia, and I had some doubt regarding the cycle of CDKs, the order in which, this was this question in AIMS too. But I got confused, maybe because I was anxious before the exam. So I texted Dr. Diksha Sikri ma'am, and she, I just texted her at 12:30, and she replied me immediately. And, the doubt got solved, and I got relieved. Means the support which I received was immensely so helpful that I covered this journey alone as a student, as an intern, but I had support of DAMS, I had support of my family. So that was all, that I didn't lose hope. I want to say there was a senior of mine. She was the only one who, mentored me too, and she told me, okay, don't lose hope, and keep going. And I want to say one thing she said to me, and this even DAMS faculty too says, that don't stop till the last day, till the last hour, till the last minute. You don't know what is going to come in exam. You can't apprehend. And if you keep doing it till the end, don't stop. In the last month, most of us lose hope. The GTs are not going good. The CBTs are not going good. But don't lose hope. Just keep doing it. The final result is not the CBT result, the GT result, the CT. They're just going to tell you where you need to improve. Like GTs, I got the subjects which were I was weak in. So I got to know where I was weak. The main is the NEET 2021, or which we are going to give, and that is going to decide. So just don't stop till the end. It's very, very important. It is the one thing which kept me going till the end. And I believe that if I had stopped, my CBT rank of December, you guys will be shocked to know it was, I think so, 14,000 or something. So, I was disappointed a little that day. But what I did, I saw my rank, okay, it's 14,000. I closed it and I continued studying. I was studying gynae then, I remember. And I continued studying. I said, okay, it's not going to decide, it's only going to tell me where I'm short of. So, I should not consider it as, not take it too much to my heart. So I just re-revised those CBT videos again and again, just, looked at what was I fault at. And I saw that, okay, what subjects I have done, I have a really good accuracy in them. And what subjects I have not done, I am miserable in them. So I knew that, okay, what I have done, it's done and it's dusted, and I know this. So whatever is left, I just need to do it, and I may be able to crack it. So being able to build this confidence with a 14,000 CBT rank, I think was, maybe I was giving myself dilasa only, but I just didn't lose hope. And finally when the result came, my rank was 1810. And I could not believe it, honestly, because from 14,000 CBT to 1810, the time was just 4 to 6 weeks. But just because I kept going, I just didn't stop. I just kept going. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Let's not stop. So I think that was very, very imperative, and that was very, very helpful of getting me of where I wanted, for the branch I wanted. I always wanted to do medicine. So I finally got it, and I feel really overwhelmed getting it, and getting it as a fresher in my year. I am building concepts, and the next year, I'm going to join some TND or something. I had foolproof plan for the next year, but this didn't mean that I didn't put 100% myself in this for this year. I gave all I had in my internship to this, because I had one thing, that I wanted to do my branch which I wanted from a government college. And I had something in my mind of not coming back from where I started. I just didn't want to have any regrets in my life, so that I didn't give myself a chance, my full efforts. So I kept going, and this is, I think, what helped me get such a good rank, such a miracle rank, and a branch I wanted. So I want to say that DAMS didn't not only was helpful till I got the rank. Then all the counseling sessions that were held, online counseling sessions. Then I contracted many teachers of the DAMS faculty regarding how to pursue the branch. The medicine video was posted by Dr. Vivek Goyal sir, how to go. So I think at every step they just help us to strategize things, plan things. And for a person who knows nothing, who is just new to this field, whose entire family is new to this profession, This is really, really helpful. I always used to feel that being a big kid, I was never mentored enough. But I have no regrets now, because DAMS has mentored me so well that I will be indebted forever. I will be thankful forever. And I just want to say, everyone who is trying to crack a rank, who is trying to reach the branch they want, I will say, never stop, never lose hope. If I can do this in my first attempt as a fresher with internship, attending classes too as a regular batch student, I think any one of you can do this. It all takes a mental process, a mental capability of you. See, if I thought that, okay, I am a regular batch student and I will not able to do this year, because see, there is internship also. So how I can do this? कि मैं class भी लगा लूँ and मैं CTs भी दे दूँ and ये भी कर दूँ. But I didn't think this way. I focused on concepts. I learned subjects. I gave my 100%, and I didn't believe in anyone who said me कि doing this in 1 year was impossible. Many people will say to you, it's impossible, it's not. If I can do this, I believe anyone on this earth can do this. Because see, all it takes is your mental capability and your determination and the amount of efforts you put, which are going to give you the result. So I would like to say thank you to DAMS family, and I hope I stay connected with everyone out there always, and hope to become a part of this family one day. So signing off, this is Dr. Malika Dhawan, MBBS, MD Medicine, Government Medical College, Amritsar. Thank you.